Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, this is Divya Nadimpalli. For few of you might not know me. So, from Dallas, Texas. So, I would request you to on videos if possible, at least some of them, so I can interact well with you. Just at least.
Apologies, Divya. I don't know why my camera is not working today.
It's okay. No worries. No worries.
Turned on though.
Yeah. Hi, Shivagaru. Hi, Shivani. Thank you, thank you. So, friends, from last few weeks, I've been sharing my journey, my experiences with spirituality, and how I got into meditation. So, first session, I shared about my childhood, my parents, my in-laws, all my family members together. And second session, I shared about my journey, how I got into introduced to meditation, and then I shared about my experiments and experiences through reading spiritual books and getting to know Patriji. And the fourth session, I shared how meditation has helped me overcome my relationship problems. So today, I'm going to share about my experiences with Everest Base Camp, the journey towards Everest Base Camp. So, like all of us, this Everest Base Camp trek started with just a thought. So whenever I see movies or some videos of about Himalayas, I always wanted to go there. I always had a very deep intent to visit Himalayas at least once in this lifetime. That was my intention for a very long time. So this happened in 2018. So I was married. I had my elder son. He was 4 years old. So around March, April, around the springtime of the year, I got this thought. Maybe Divya, you should go to Himalaya treks. So do some research. Let's see what's going to happen. So I saw one of the movie and it really inspired me. And I was doing some research about what treks are there, where can I go, which is suitable to my fitness level. That kind of research. I was reading so many blogs, watching so many YouTube videos, and listening to so many people's experiences who have already been there. So I did a lot of research, and this one trek really attracted me. It's called Everest Base Camp Trek. Initially, I thought of going to Annapurna Trek. It's one more other trek in Himalayas. But while I'm doing research about Annapurna Trek, this trek I came across this trek. And slowly I've started doing research. And when I read about this trek, it says it's one of the world's toughest trek. But convincingly, my mind said, if you have to go to the trek, go do this. Don't go to any other trek. But say there's so much of conflict happen between my mind and the soul. The mind says, no, this is impossible. Look at your fitness level. Look at where you are coming from. You never been to treks before. And you have a 4-year-old. You have a full-time job. You have a husband. And what if something happens there? What if you die there? That kind of thoughts coming from the mind. And my soul says from inside the heart or the soul, whatever you name it, it says, it's okay. It's okay. Whatever happens will happen anyways. So go with this. So I was having that conflict between the mind and the heart for several weeks. Slowly, I started convincing my mind. Let me give it a try. How can I say I can't do it, even if not even giving it a try? Let me give it a try. Then the mind says, oh, what if you can't go to this highest peak or the Everest base? You can't reach. Maybe something happens in between, you come back. I said, it's okay, I'll come back. If I have something happens, I'll come back anyways. So I was trying to convincing the mind. There's so many emotions, so much of fear, negative self-talk, and self-sabotaging, thoughts and emotions every single day. So after 2 weeks of this initial thought and this in the peaks of emotions, I made a decision. Okay, doesn't matter whatever happens, I am doing this trick. So I convinced my mind. So mind still kept nagging on it, but still I said, okay, you can do whatever you want to do as per your thoughts and the emotions, but I still want to go with this. So I made a strong decision. So I sat with this thought for several days. I really analyzed myself, where I am, the fitness level, what is required for the trek, how much is going to take, how many days, how much leave I need to apply, how do I convince my parents, in-laws, and my husband, right? So that was the thoughts I had. So first call I gave, I called my mom the one day while walking. So I explained this. This is mom. This is what I want to do. What would you say? And without any second thought, she said, Divya, go ahead. I will take care of Rishi. Don't worry. You go on this trek. I had so many dreams as a kid, as an adult, but I always postponed it. Now I'm too old, about 60 plus. I can't go to these treks. I can't even imagine going to these treks. But now you're taking action. I'm all in for you. I'll support you. So I got the first green signal from my mom. Then I called my father-in-law. He was kind of in sync with my ideology than my mother-in-law. So I called my father-in-law. And he said, yes, Divya, go ahead. Yeah, if your husband is not supporting you financially, I will support you. Don't even think anything. Go ahead. So I got second green signal. So the third, I came back home. It was a Saturday afternoon. My husband was watching cricket that night in the afternoon, laying on the reclining sofa. So I went to him and said, his name is Raja. I said, Raja, this is what I want to do. And he gave he stared at me from top to bottom and said, do you know what that really means? Do you know what it takes to go there? Do you know how expensive it is? And he didn't take it seriously. He said, you get ready and we'll think about it later. Let's discuss about it later. And I took it as green signal. I started preparing for the trek. The first foremost thing I did was changing my routine. So I was working full time. I have my son Rishi. So I used to wake up even early than usual. So I need to do the workouts, walking, and several hours of meditation. So I used to walk every day for at least 1.5 hours, 2 hours. I used to do weight training. I changed some of the diet plans. I was eating more protein. I'm a vegetarian. I find some other more protein options to build some muscles and build the aerobic capacity of my fitness level. I was averagely fit, not really fit enough for this trek. So I was trying to inculcate what else I can do within the next 3, 4 months, that limited time I had. So I was doing all this routine, and then I thought I should become a vegan. So, but versus other ideologies, right? For doing such treks, people eat more non-veg. They eat more meat. They think that will give them more muscle strength, build the muscles and stamina. But versus from me, my inner guide said, okay, Divya, you need to stop eating milk products and animal products. So I made a decision. My weakest point was giving up curd. So I always loved curd, even from a kid. So it took me a while uh, to convince my mind, control my mouth and control my senses not to have curd. It took me about 2.5 months just to give one thing, curd. Milk, I was very comfortable to give up, but curd took me a long time. So the more I tried eating, my diet has changes going towards a vegan diet. I felt more energy in the body, more stamina. My performance level increased. I was doing so much of weight training, interval training, all kinds of jogging, walking, all kind of physical fitness. So slowly I saw noticed so many changes physically having a vegan diet. So that was so surprising to me, seeing the body and how the muscles are building, how vegan food is really helping the energy levels. So, but this journey before the trek is what is the most rewarding for me. So every day when I go to sleep, right before going to bed, I still get so many thoughts. Divya, are you really crazy? What do you think about yourself? Look at your physical fitness. Look at your build. You're a very lean girl. You're underweight for your age. You're underweight for your height. What do you think you are? Why do you think you have to go to the extreme levels? Why do you want to spend so much of money? And why do you have to waste so much of time? You might have done but better things instead of going for the trek. Every single day I get so many negative thoughts, so much of fear, no, so much of guilt, shame. What if you can't go there? Well, what will people think? You told your parents, you told your in-laws, you don't know, you told your husband. What will these people think about you? How are they going to judge you? All this kind of inner turmoil, inner battle. I went through so much of inner battle. So I used to do more and more meditation to overcome these fears and the raising up of all these negative emotions. So I went to a fitness class, and there are a group of people who want to get really fit, who are already athletes and into wrestling and kickboxing, that kind of group. So I was compared to them, I was nothing. My fitness level are maybe one or two compared to 100 compared to them. So I said, I went to the trainer and said, this is what I want to do. And he was so surprised looking at me. This is what you really want to do. I said, yes. And there's one stair climbing equipment. He trained me on that. It was so hard to climb on that stairs. That's like a ladder. We have to climb up and climb down. As it requires so much of shoulder strength and core strength. I used to get sore every day. I used to feel so much of body pains, the soreness from the training. And my mind used to say, Divya, is it really necessary? What do you want to achieve with all these pains? Why do you have to go through all this, physical turmoil for the physical body? Why are you straining your physical body? But inner says, no, 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 don't listen to all this. Divya, go, give your best. Whatever happens will happen, but you have to give it a try. So there's so much of conflict between my mind and my heart and what I want to do. So my husband slowly understood. I was very serious about this trek, and he said, "Let me help you doing some research about what gear to buy, because I have no experience before. I didn't even have no idea which." Equipment I need, which shoes and which layers and which jackets, all the thermals. We have so many things to buy, the hiking poles. We need so many equipment for this trek. So he was a little bit convinced, seeing my routine, being the intensity I'm working out, and the passion I have towards this trek. Slowly he became a helping hand to me. I used to go to the REI store. There's a store called REI in US. It's like a recreation equipment store. So I used to go there every day, see what they have, the items they have, and which one is going on sale. That kind of research. Slowly, I used to bring few items, started collecting the list of items I saw on the internet. And parallelly, I was working out. Parallelly, I was doing more meditations and working on the diet plan, doing research about these camping companies who will do the treks for me. So luckily, by the research, I did so many emails to so many companies. I got two emails back, and they said they're going to do the trek in July end in 2018. It was about in April. I made this plan. So I went ahead and booked the trek. So I thought, okay, let me fix a date and we'll think about other things later. Everything falls into place. This was my attitude I had. So slowly everything fell in place. I found that one lady called me, she gave me the list and she explained what the trek requires, the money, the hotel charges, all those things. So I went ahead and booked. So there is one day in meditation, I had a vision. The vision is that I can see myself getting hurt on my left ankle. So until that time, all my intuitions came true. There is not one single intuition that went wrong, that didn't happen in my life. So I have that much of belief in my intuition abilities. So that night, I was so startled. I don't know what to do. One way I was having this vision of getting hurt in my left ankle. Other way I'm making plans for my trek. There's a conflict even there. So that night, on the bed, I sat on meditation and said, we all talk about angels, right? We all know angels are around us. They're going to help us. All this, the wisdom part about angels. So then I desperately asked her for help. See, I know you guys are there, but now show me a sign that you are there for me. Show me the sign that you're going to be with me. And you have so many healing abilities. This is the time I need you. If you're really there, if you're really present around me, I want the sign. And I close my eyes. So immediately, just within few minutes or less than few minutes, I experienced some green light, a bright a dark green light entering onto my body from my head, from my scalp, slowly spreading around my arms, chest, stomach, legs. And slowly this green light, right, it formed as a cushion on my left ankle. It was having spreading all around me, and but especially on my left ankle, it became like a very thick cushion. And that convinced my mind. that I understood that yes, they are with me, and that the forming of the cushion on the left ankle assured me that, oh Divya, you will be safe. You can go ahead. So that really really boosted my confidence levels. I thought, okay, you guys are with me. I'm taking this step forward. So likewise, I had so many fears. One step forward, three step backwards, again five step forwards, and then 10 step backwards. I'm going back and forth with my emotions, with my thoughts. I didn't share with so many people. I shared with handful of people who should know that because of my work and my other things I need to take care. So I kept it very low. I kept it very secret, but I still had that intention to go really do it anyways. So slowly I booked the tickets. I went to India first. So I made my son get used to my mom so that they'll be okay to take care of him. She will be okay to take care of him. So I also prep talked my Rishi to for the 4 to 5 months before the trek. I was prep talking him that so mommy will be away from you for 15-20 days. So you should be with your grandma, so she will take care of you. So don't feel any, the disconnect from me. I'll be back within 15 days. So he readily accepted that thought and he was okay to for me to go. We had the prep talks. And finally I went to India for 15 days before the trek. And then from there I traveled um, from Rajahmundry to Delhi to Kathmandu. So this trek is about 15 days trek. The total miles is about 120 miles, and that's also not even surface in the uphill and downhill. It's all on the nature. So I have to go from one small village to the next small village. Every day we need to hike about 7 to 8 hours a day, and about 20 miles around that pace. So the first day, right? We all met. I met the fellow trekkers in my group in Kathmandu. So these trekkers, right? They are from different countries. So I am from India. There are other lady from Mexico. There are two people from China. There are three people from US. So all these people, they have very well experiences in hiking and trekking. So this is their last trek. They have been to so many treks around the world, and this is the last thing on their bucket list. So versus for me, it was my first trek in my bucket list. So I have no experience at all. So that night they gave us a hotel. I went into the hotel, and again these thoughts kept creeping in. Divya, look at them. See how fit they are. They are marathon runners. Look at the muscles. You're no way comparable to them. You can barely walk 5 flights of stairs. And I was so depressed with such thoughts. I thought, okay, tomorrow morning I'll go back home. I can't, anyways, get along with these people. I can't even compare myself with these people. I was nowhere compared to their fitness level. Maybe it's a better idea to go back home now. So, with that, I slept. And the next day morning, I woke up. I don't know, somehow I woke up very positively. Divya, it's okay. So we all learn about Toltec 4 agreements, right? Don't take anything personally. Whatever decision they had, it's their problem. It's their decisions, it's their judgments. You don't have to take it personally. Don't compare yourself with anybody else. Just take a step. Just it's okay if you fail. It's okay if you can't reach the last day of the trek. Maybe do halfway and come back. So I got that positivity from the mind, and then I woke up and I said, "Okay, I'm coming." Even the tour guide, the earlier night, he said, "Divya, I can see your fitness level. I can see other people. Maybe this is not for you, not for your kind of physique and your kind of fitness level." He also added to whatever I already had in the mind. So that's what happened. And next day we started the trek. So the first day we have to go from Kathmandu to a place called Lukla. Lukla is one of the tribal village inside in the Himalayas near the nearest village to the Everest Base Camp. So we have to take a flight from Kathmandu to Lukla. So this airport is considered as one of the most dangerous airport because it's in middle of the mountains. It has runway about 250 feet compared to 2000 feet in the normal airports. So there's a big valley and there's a big hill. So the plane has to stop in certain place, and it has to decelerate in a certain time. If those timings have missed, there's so many plane crashes happen in that airport because it was in that kind of terrain. So they were everybody was talking about that airport, we being in the flight, where it's very small aircraft, about 18 of them were there. So I had some negative, some fear about this airport before, but the minute got on the aircraft, the minute that aircraft took off into the air, I was wonderstruck seeing the Himalayas. They were so huge, so big. I was thinking they were not maybe half of their size in my mind. But looking physically, they were super, super big. They're huge, their peaks. So I was so happy to look at them. I can see so much of greenery from above. I can see snow mountains from the far distance. I was so lost in my vision. I didn't even think about the airport and the danger of the airport. So everybody's in the fear and they're into the brace positions. But I was seeing all the possible visions from around from all the windows possible to get the best view that no the bird's eye view of Himalayas. So that we landed safely and we started the trek again, right? That's then the first day of the trek, supposed to be very easy trek. And all these people who came with me, that our group, they're marathon runners. I was walking and they're running on this high altitude and on these big, big rocks. I was barely walking. I'm taking my own time to walk. And they started running super quickly. They were running, not just even walking. So they went about 2 hours ahead of me to the nearest accommodation our accommodation we're supposed to stay that night. So again, and my tour guide said, Divya, I have seen you. You are the slowest person on the trek. Maybe you should catch up with us. And I said, okay, let me try. I'll try my best. So second day, I was trying to keep my space steady and trying to keep up with them. And I got so exhausted. I was not able to keep up with them. It was so high altitude. I was barely breathing really well. So that night I said, okay, I'm not comparing. It's okay if they go 2, 3 hours ahead of me. I don't care. I'm here to my own experience. I'm here to enjoy the views and the weather here. So, and then I told my tour guide, see, I can't. I'm not like the other people. I can't walk that fast. I can't keep up with you. I need your help. And he said, okay, Divya, no problem. So I'll give one porter with you. So he will guide you. You can take your own time, but make sure you come to the accommodation before the dark. It'll be easier if to manage. I said, okay. And from that time, I took my own time. I was alone in the trek. I really saw the connection of the mind and the body. The minute I had some thoughts in the mind, the body used to slow down. The minute I cut the thought, the body used to speed up the walking. So I saw the connection. I experienced the connection. I know this concept before the trek, but the connection, the actual experience happened during the trek. So I was able to live in the present moment. So I can see the connection of the mind and the body, how mind is communicating with the body and how the body is reacting to the signals from the mind. So the thoughts and the action of the body are how related, how much they're related, how much reaction the body gives to the thought from the mind, and how quickly the body responds to it. I actually saw the connection. And next for 12 to 15 days, I was walking slowly on my own pace, and so many reflections around in being alone in the nature, enjoying the beauty, having fresh air. The air is so pure over there because there's no pollution. So there's no roadways in this trek. So everything we have to walk by foot. So they only have emergency helicopters and some suspension bridges. So other than that, there is no means of transportations. So that's one of the reason the air is so pure and so dense in this area. So I was really enjoying all this beauty, the fresh air, and being in the nature. So every single day when I go back to my accommodation, one day I had so much of emotion. I was crying for no reason. I don't know what happened. I was crying. I was not scared. It was not fear, but something inside of me is healing. I was crying and everything is venting out. All the negative emotions I had are venting out. That night after crying, I slept really well. I woke up with much more energy the next following day. And while going before the trek, right, some of my friends sent me some affirmations. They said, Divya, whenever you start the trek, if something happens or when you are having low movement, listen to these affirmations. This might help you during the trek. So I used to listen to the affirmations in the morning. So those affirmations are like related to gratitude to the body. So I used to massage my feet with oil and saying, "Oh, thank you so much, my dear feet. Because of you, I was able to come this far. So I'm so grateful for the body, my back, my arms, my legs for walking this, taking this physical challenge, stretching your physical limits." So that really helped my body to keep going. So likewise, I had so many different kind of emotions, different insights. So till the last day, and one more thing happened on the day 10th of the trek. That was a day that we have to go to the Everest Base Camp. So I was sensing something. I don't know what it is. Something is going to happen this day. Something from inside is churning inside. I don't know what it is. So I thought, let me call my husband, let me call my mom, and just say hello and say, "Oh, I'm going to this Everest base. Today is the day, the highest day, the top day of the trek." And there was no signals there. I put a message on the WhatsApp saying, "Okay, I'm all good here. Everything is going well, and I'm in the 10th day of the trek, going to Everest Base Camp in next few hours." And I don't know when it got delivered, so there's no signals there. So I started with the trek. So it was raining a little bit, and it was a rock falling zone. So it was little foggy. We can't see the whole way in front of us. It was so foggy and so humid. So we were walking. I can hear the rock falling, dub, 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 like that. From a distance, it's echoing. So once some landslide happens in close to you, you can easily hear the echo for about 5, 10 times around you, going around you. So that was a little bit scary, but other people were it scared them so much that, "Oh, I don't want to go from here," and they took their own time. They took about 1 hour, 2 hours rest there. The tour guide has to convince them, but I was okay to walk and I was okay to go. So there is a very big valley and a big mountain. We are walking in between the mountain and a valley. There's a small walkway, and this walkway is kind of big boulders, very big boulders. So we need to like a climb up, like from the knee high level to overcome each boulder and we start towards the Everest base. So I somehow managed walking, and I got a little wet. And we went to the Everest base, and everybody was so happy, and I was also very happy to I made it to the highest of the trek. And immediately after going to the trek, that reaching the Everest base, the temperature dropped really bad, maybe -6 or -7. So since I was already wet, I felt very cold, very hypothermic at that moment. So we were this time to come back home before it gets come back to the accommodation before it gets dark. So we were walking back. So while walking back, right, I was walking at my own pace. So I have a guide little bit about 30, 40 feet away from me, in front of me. I was the last behind him. So suddenly, I don't know, my left leg was not working so well. And within next few minutes, my right leg was not working so well. I am communicating from the mind, but the left leg is not moving. It was so hypothermic, really cold. So I was pushing myself, "Livia, come on, only 1 more hour. If you walk, you'll go to the accommodation and you can rest there." And I was trying to call for some help to the reaching out to my porter and then the tour guide. And it was so cold. I was so cold. My voice also became so feeble. He was unable to hear me. And I don't know what to do. Should I walk or should I sit here? It's a rock falling zone. I can't see where the landslides are happening because of the fog we have around. So slowly he realized that I was not coming in my own pace. I was slowing down. Then he came running back to me and asked me what happened. By the time he came back, I was totally gone. Even my arms also got so hypothermic, and I was not barely able to hold the hiking poles I was carrying. I just threw the hiking poles. And he said, "What happened?" I could not even talk to him. He saw me and said, "Okay, something is going wrong with this lady." And started dragging me from his shoulders, holding on to my arm really tight and really strong. And he's dragging me. But still, I was not able to step on the boulders they have in the way. So it was very hard for me to consciously lift my leg and step onto the stones, the big stones, and step down from the stones as well. Slowly, I said, okay, I can't do. I have an emergency blanket in my backpack. I was trying to communicate that to the guide, and he was not able to understand because my voice is getting feeble and very, very low and low. I'm saying it, but he was not able to understand. I have a water bottle in the backpack, and I asked him for water. He didn't understand what I meant. Slowly, he said, okay, Divya, you can't rest here. We have to go because the rock falling zone. Anytime the rocks can fall, it's more dangerous to be here than walking. So I said, okay, I'm pushing myself in the mind, but nothing happening outside in the body. So I said, and suddenly after a few minutes, I just sat down on I just collapsed on the one of the big boulders, and I was about to close my eyes. I can feel, okay, something is happening. This is a day. Divya, I thought, okay, maybe this is your last breath. It was so scary, but still, I have some kind of hope from inside. I can see the physical signs, the fear from that is coming from what my body is going through, but internally something shifted inside, and I don't know where I got the intention. It came that I am not dying here. I have so much to contribute to this world with a strong intention, very strongly. There's no doubt at all, not even a grain of doubt. I was so strong and so stubborn on that intention. I said, okay, nature, you have to take care of me. It's like a demand, not a request. That was how strong the intention came from inside. And I closed my eyes. So this tour guide got panicked. I can sense things around me. I was closing my eyes. I don't know. I can't respond. That was the state I am in. I'm not fully conscious, not fully unconscious. I can hear and make sense of the things going around me. I can see some glimpses of the vision, some few things happening here and there. I can hear people talking around me. So in that state, he took the backpack off my shoulders and he called one more tour guide to for help. And that guide came running back to me. And these two guides, they hold me on their back, like like a backpack, holding onto me on the back, holding my hands in the front, started running. So I was not able to hold my head straight. I was dropping it back because I was not fully, aware and have any control over my body. So, but I can feel the vibrations and the movements that are running and carrying me like this. So I open my eyes maybe a few seconds. I can see some of the visions. I can see the big stones they're walking on, running on. So two tour guides, they ran for several miles with me on their back, and finally they took me to the nearest accommodation. There was a small fireplace, so that was like a smoke with a the regular cow dung they use of biofuel furnace in that small tea houses. So they made me lay on near that. Someone came and covered some blankets to me. Other guy is trying to reach the emergency helicopter from Kathmandu. They're making all these plans. They don't know what to do with me. So one of the fellow trekker came. So he removed my shoes because they're all wet. So they want to make me more warm. So that I take off the shoes, socks, all my outer layers of jacket which are wet. And one lady came and so she was rubbing my forehead, my palms. Just they're all trying their best to make me warm and cozy. So one lady came. So the day before, 2 days before this incident, one lady, one of my fellow trekkers, we became a little close. We were talking about our background, where I came from, my family, my job, my personal life, about my personal details. So she came and everybody was so panicking. And she came and saying, Divya, remember you have a son. Remember you have a husband. They're waiting on you. You can't give up like this. You have to come back. So you came so far. You already finished the trek. So you have to come back home. Go back home safely. There are people waiting on you. I heard all the other voices too, but this voice really touched my heart. Slowly, maybe I don't know, that convinced my mind to come back. Slowly, I came back after her words to me. Slowly, I regained my conscious level. I vomited really big. I was so dizzy. and a different kind of feeling in the body. I had some stomach pain, some butterflies in the stomach, nauseous, dizzy, that kind of feeling. And slowly from that, I regained. I opened my eyes and I asked what happened. And they said, this is all, everything happened like this. And they stopped making emergency plans. And they gave me a small soup to drink that night and make me to rest. So I went to my own room. I slept that night. Again, I woke up the following day. So it felt like something came to me inside of me. Something changed internally. That 2 hours being unconscious, I don't know what exactly happened, but I could feel some new energy inside of me. I can feel like I have like a rebirth. I came back in a new form, into the same body. Something left my body and something entered my body. I don't know what exactly it is, but that's how it felt. And it felt so fresh, so new, and all the symptoms has gone. No more dizziness, no more nauseous, no more pain in the stomach. I became normal again the immediate next day. And that day, the next day of the trek, after the 11th day of the trek, is supposed to be the longest day. So while going up towards the Everest, we take multiple rest days in between just to get used to atmosphere, acclimatization, because as we go up, you go to high altitudes, your body needs some rest to get used to that oxygen levels, low oxygen levels. But while coming back, we only have 5 days. So we have to cover two times the distance we climbed. So the coming back trek was a longer distance and longer days. We have to hike more miles and more hours in a day. So next day was supposed to be a very long day, and he said, "Divya, what are you going to do?" I said, I'm ready. We will do it." And the tour guide said, "Okay, I'll take care of the backpack. Don't carry anything, just other than your water. I will be with you. You just I will hold your backpack and the hiking poles, all the things required during the trek. So you just walk." So I walked at that day. I made to the next accommodation very successfully. And I was so amazed about the physical body, how easily it recovered, how much strength the physical body has, the resiliency of the physical body. I was almost at the end of my life the night before. And the next day, immediate next day, the body walked for so many hours without any pain, without any, tiredness, any other symptoms I had. So I was so happy and so wonderstruck about the potential of the physical body, how much we can do with the physical body, and how much our mind is interfering with what the body can do. So I was so happy that day. So I went to the nearest accommodation. So during this 10 days of the trek, right, I was losing weight. When you're in the high altitude, you don't feel that hunger and you don't feel like eating much. Each person has different symptoms. And in my group, there are people who were having diarrhea, vomiting, nauseous, headaches. I had very bad headaches. The headaches were behind my head, not in the front, they're behind. And doesn't matter what you do, the headache would not go away. The headache is coming because of the low oxygen in the air. Your body is not getting enough oxygen, especially the brain is not getting enough oxygen. So that was the symptoms I had throughout the trek. And that day, I got severe headaches as well. But next 3 4 days, I was able to manage. I came back to the Lukla airport where we started the trek. And that night, right, we got a news. It was severe rainfall in that area, and they said the weather is not going to improve for next 3 days. So the severity of the humidity is such that all the bed mattresses, all the cushions were sitting, they're all become wet. They have become damp. So the humidity was so high, everything got wet. Our backpacks, our jackets, sweaters, the cushions in the chair, in the tea houses, where we sit for lunch and breakfast, even there, everything got wet. And I was not in a panic mode at all. I was trying to recover from the trek. I was massaging my body parts, I was stretching. I was writing all the things, my experiences in the diary. And versus other people got really panicked. They said, "Oh, I'm dying here. I'm depressed. I don't know what to do." That kind of attitude. I didn't really understand why are they feeling that depressed. It's just matter of 2 more days. We're going to get back home after the weather clears up. So they are making so many phone calls, emergency helicopters, all those things. Versus me, I'm so cool. I was trying to recover from whatever happened, my physical, the body aches, stretching, all those things. I'm writing all the experiences of day one, what happened in day one, day two, what happened. I was documenting how many miles did I walk, how many steps did I climb that day. I was writing from day one to day 10 and day 15. So I saw the difference in the mental attitude that I had versus the people around me. I think that came from meditation, that came from the spiritual wisdom. So just being calm and stable in the in the atmosphere of panic and chaos, I think the strength came from meditation. So after one day, after the second day, we found a emergency helicopter and we all made plans. We have to pay extra money for that. And there are two helicopters that is coming that to our way. In first helicopter, there is only have one spot. Other helicopter, the second one had seven spots. So I got to go first in the first helicopter because there's only one spot because I was alone. Other people were together as a group. They were friends for a very long time to go. So I got to go in the first helicopter. I came early back home, back to Kathmandu, versus my from other team members. So overall, it was a beautiful trek. I really cherish. Now, when I look back, I can't believe that I have done it. It looks like a dream. But the process, the whole process, the process of planning for the trek, working with my own fears, getting to know me, getting to know who I am, getting to know my negative side, what limitations I had, what attitude I have towards life, that is more rewarding than the actual trek. It's not the accomplishment, it's a journey, we say, right? It really is a journey. I have learned so much about my own self, so much of the world around us, and so much about my physical body and the mind, how much the mind can create, how much the physical body can, reciprocate and manifest in the life. So after coming from the trek, I had so much of special insights or special powers. I was able to tell few things without people telling me that, oh, you had this, am I right? I was able to see through people. I had so many insights from the trek, from the energies of the Himalayas or whatever you name it. But I had very great insights coming back from the trek. So overall, it was a great experience. It's so rewarding to know that, to be in the Himalayas, especially in the Everest ranges, going to Sagar Mata National Park, seeing the Himalayas very closely from the bird's eye view, and seeing Mount Everest very closely from the base camp, from a different angles, from the different, all different viewpoints, we have seen it. And just taking a step towards doing Everest Base Camp is more rewarding for me. Oh, I took that step. That's all matters. So, with this, I'm going to close, my dear friends. I know we went way over the time today. Sorry, I don't want to stop the story in between. There's so much more I can share about this, more insights, what happened afterwards. So, we'll stop here. Any questions